What's up YouTube, it's JP Panther back in the video, and today's video is actually another movie news update video. Again, I will link the article in the description box down below so you guys can check it out. So this comes from movieweb.com. Cinemark won't require face masks when reopening movie theaters. That's what Cinemark is. Cinemark is like another movie theater chain, whatever. AMC is the biggest, but Cinemark is also pretty big. Despite the official recommendation to do so from CDC, the movie chain Cinemark will not require customers to wear face masks when theaters around the country begin reopening on Wednesday. Cinemark Holdings spoke about their plans for staff and customer health and safety in a call with Wall Street analysts. One of the most notable takeaways from the call is that Cinemark employees will be required to wear face masks, but theater partners will not be mandated to do so, ultimately leaving the choice up to the ticket buyers. Pretty much the customers. We have been incessantly forced in developing enhanced safety and health protocols. Understand that these factors will heavy weigh on the confidence and peace of mind of our employees, guests, and community as we reopen our theaters. Cinemark blah 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 is quoted as saying during the live stream, we will be require all employees to wear masks, encourage guests to do so the same. Later, Cinemark retold the WAP that the company will encourage not requiring guests to wear face masks outside the areas where it's required by local mandatory. Cinemark plans to imperil seating, buffering technology to ensure patrons of distance physical from others as much as possible. At this time, it's unclear if the space between tickets will be the same 6 feet. Employees will be expected to increase Employees will be also expected to increase cleaning and sanitation measures in the theaters that must meet all expectation guidelines by CDC and the World Health Organization. And they talk about Cinemark includes minimizing physical attraction at the box office, concession stands with installed all this other stuff, whatever, fixing high touch areas such as seatings every morning before each screening, providing hand sanitizer for all guests, screening employees for each shifts, spreading out show times to create smaller crowds for each individuals. You may not be mandatory to wear a face mask, blah blah blah. Dude, this thing's pretty long. Again, I'm just gonna give you my quick thoughts about this, right? In my personal opinion, this is just my personal opinion because they're saying that, oh well, the employees have to wear masks, but the customers don't have to wear masks. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You're gonna think this kind of funny or not funny, whatever it is, dude. That's like going to an orgy party and not wearing any condoms. You don't have to wear condoms, but it's necessary to wear them. You might get a disease, and you might should wear a condom. You know, that's kind of what they're kind of trying to say to you. And the problem is, a lot of these movie theaters and stuff like that, they're gonna have to change their business model, man. I told you about this. A lot of these non-essential businesses, they have to do. It doesn't matter. You have to do what you have to do to make people feel safe to go back to go into these places. You're gonna have to make people, the way it seems like with CDC, whatever, you kind of have to force people to wear masks. If you don't wear a mask, you have to get the hell out. That's pretty much what it seems like. And in my personal opinion, the reason why I think they're not trying to say it, because if they say you are required to wear a face mask in order for you to go to movie theaters, people are just not going to show up. They're like, man, I am not going to go through. That's one reason I feel like that's why he's saying it. Because a lot of people hear that, they're like, listen, I'm not going to do this and that and this and that. I am not dealing with all that crap at a movie theater and all this other stuff. So that's another big thing. Also, another thing as well, in my personal opinion, if, I get why they're trying to say, to use it to protect you and other people around you, stuff like that. But you keep on saying, oh, well, and this is my personal opinion, right? I feel like with all this happening, stuff like that, if you feel very uncomfortable and you don't feel like going out, this is just my personal opinion, right? I feel like you have to use your own judgment. If you know it's bad, or you feel like you are older, you know that you have health or pre-consistent conditions and stuff like that, just stay your ass at home. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Just stay your ass at home. Lock yourself up, be in a freaking room all day, sit there in a corner, cry, or be in a dark room, or just watch TV, or be on the internet, and that's what you do for most of your life. If you're too scared, I'm gonna be honest with you. Or you could be a G and be like, listen, whatever happens, happens. I'll do whatever I can to protect myself, and that's pretty much it. That's the best you could do, because you can't just live your life in fear, you feel me? Because eventually, you're gonna go freaking insane, and you're gonna go freaking crazy, you feel me? So, in my personal opinion, the people who are too scared to go out, just don't come out. That's simple. That's simple. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. That's my personal opinion. Use your own judgment. If you know that you have all these health issues, Don't be going to a freaking movie theater. Don't be going to a mall. Don't be going to a theme park. Don't be going to a nightclub. Stay your ass at home and watch. I don't care what y'all do. Go on Netflix, play video games, freaking. I don't care if you go on Pornhub. I don't care. But stay your ass inside, pretty much. As much boring it is. So, in my personal opinion, Cinemark doing it. I understand why they're trying to do it. They're trying to make sure that they get their money back. Also, the problem is the whole social distancing thing. It's really hard because in movie theaters you need as many people as you possibly can to make as much money. But if you're social distancing and stuff like that, you're limiting amount of people could go in there. That hurts the box office in the long run. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think this whole box office movie thing. I think last year was the last time. If you were a studio, that's the last time you got to make big money. And I remember James Cameron was like, "Oh, Avatar's gonna make more money than Endgame." There is no way in hell that is gonna freaking happen. I know the movie doesn't come out till late 2021. You might not even have movie theaters like that. And even if you do, the screens are going to be so limited, or most of the theaters are going to be freaking gone, that you're not even going to make money from your Avatar 3 or 2 or 4 or 5, 100 or whatever it is. And the problem is that people don't care about the box office because it just shows you oh, well, the box office is, well, listen, the box office really doesn't do shit because the comic book movies don't help the comic book industry. It doesn't help the movie theaters like that. They only get a certain amount of percentage. And when you had all these big blockbusters last year, they lost more money than they did in decades. I'm like, that's freaking crazy. So even at the AMC pass, whatever, you're telling me they still lost money out of all these big blockbuster movies. But if you think about it, you get a lot of movies that flop. So, and in the Me Too movement movies, the Charlie Angels, the Terminators, the Ocean's 8, your Birds of Prey. I mean, it's all that crap gets, your Dark Phoenix. I mean, all that crap, you feel me? So, again, movie theaters are going to be hit. The economy is going to be different. The world's going to be different. We're having a freaking race war right now, man. It's a resurrection of the Civil War. So we have all these issues right now, and people's mindset isn't maybe as comfortable or maybe as ready to go back to movie theaters. And also, I looked on an article today as well, is that 1.9 million, pretty much rounded up, 2 million people fall for unemployment. So now the numbers in America, I can't speak about how the world is and stuff like that because I know I have a lot of international subscribers. In America, 43 million people are unemployed. Dude, that's a lot. Out of 300, we have 360 million people in America. Let me know if I'm wrong about that, maybe 300 million. So that's a lot. That's more than 10%. It has to be more than 10%. That's a lot, man. That is a huge freaking financial debt. And eventually, I told you before, the studios are just going to have to put their movies on streaming services. Like Black Widow and the Marvel movies, you're just going to have to put that shit on the streaming service because you're not going to make money on the movie theaters if they're limiting and doing all this other stuff, whatever, telling people not to require to wear a mask. And the problem is what happens if the CDC or all these health officials come in there and be like, you guys are not doing what we're telling you, we're going to have to shut down your business and make it even harder for you, you feel me? And also the problem is that all these businesses these non-essential businesses have to start making people feel safe. Even when I go to a grocery store, I got my mask, I got my gloves on and stuff like that. When you go to the grocery store, they're wiping down the carts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like they've had it where, you could go to the grocery store, get what you gotta do, 15, 20 minutes, boom, that's really it. Movie theaters, you're there for a whole 2 or 3 hour and a half, a long ass time. When the environment where people could cough and sneeze and do all this other stuff, you feel very, very uncomfortable. So that's the problem as well. Also, there's other things as well, like the nightclubs and the casinos and stuff like that. You have to make people feel comfortable. It just doesn't matter. You can't just go back to the way it was in the beginning of March. So that's something a lot of these corporations, even the movie theaters, have to take in consideration. That's pretty much it, guys. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know what you guys truly think. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.